Hi, yeah, I'm here.
Hello.
I'm ready. Hello, hello. How are you?
Oh, I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Thank you very much. Well, this is a love story. The big difference is that we are talking about a love story between two very famous people.
Yeah.
And sometimes we think that their romances are like fairy tales. How could you define the love story between Luis Miguel and Mariah?
Wow. I would say that it is not a fairy tale. It doesn't necessarily have a happy ending. That it was immensely passionate, but it was also very toxic and challenging. That it's the first time we see Luis Miguel in a relationship with someone who's a bigger star than he is, which then makes for a really interesting journey because there's always this power struggle. And, Mariah in the Luis Miguel universe is actually the boss that wears the trousers. She's the alpha. And in many ways, she felt like, she was doing him the favor. So it's a different take on, I guess, the romantic side of Luis Miguel that perhaps the fans have seen up until now.
Okay. The current series and films show us strong women. However, I think that for many years, there were already women who dominated the music scene or cinema, for example, Mariah Carey or Jasmine from Aladdin. To think of the current struggle to give more visibility to women.
I love this. I love this. I think this is so important. We are in a time where many things are changing very quickly. Without women, there cannot be any children. We bring life into the world. So I think it's important for men to be celebrated, but also for women to be celebrated and seen as the equals and the divine feminine that we are. I'm really pleased that I have been fortunate enough in my career to be able to portray such strong women.
Okay, I know you are a fan of Mariah Carey. I see in your Instagram. What characteristics of Mariah did you take up with more force to make an good interpretation, but not a bad imitation?
Yeah, I used her as inspiration. So, in terms of my singing, she is an influence of mine, but I still use my own voice. I don't try and mimic or imitate her. And the same thing is when I'm portraying her as an actress. I, use certain hand gestures, but I'm not copying every tiny detail, because then I think we lose the truth of her and it becomes like a caricature. So we played up her strengths, her being a diva and her being the dominant one in the relationship, but we still brought in some artistic license to make it, fantasy in the Luis Miguel universe.
Okay. Do you listen to music in Spanish?
I've started. I didn't before Luis Miguel, but since being involved in this project, yes, I have. I love the songs. I love the instrumentation. I have always loved Spanish guitar. Something about it is so emotional. I find really emotional. I think it's beautiful. So yeah, I'm a fan.
What do you think of the romantic music in Spanish?
It's beautiful, passionate, such lovely musical arrangements, the musicality here. I think it's just part of your culture. It feels like everywhere you go, there's music in Mexico. I can't walk down the street without hearing something, and I love it because music for me is so important and has been my whole life.
Do you something sing in Spanish?
Oh, I can't yet. Give me some time and I will learn something and do that for you down the line.
Okay. What did it mean to you? Your work will be seen in more than 100 countries around the world with Netflix, with this series.
Well, I didn't know that. It's an honor, this is such a huge success. And I'm a fan. Even if I wasn't in the show, when I watched the series, I was blown away by the talent, the writing, the direction, the actors, the musicians. Everything about this show is quality. So I'm so proud that I can be part of it, part of this legacy. And I feel really, really fortunate.
Okay. What do you think about the Mexican people? Do you know Mexico?
I kind of have learned a bit about it since being here. I didn't know much about Mexican people. I didn't really meet any before, but everyone's lovely. They always give me nothing but love here. They embrace me. They're very welcoming, friendly people. The food is really good. I like food. So
Jade,
I love
nice to
it.
meet you.
Lovely
Nice
to
to
meet
meet you.
you. Take care. Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye.